All around Canada, there are these stickers, posters, and signs that say theylied.ca. I highly suggest you don't go to that website, but I took one for the team and explored it. They're kind of like the Canadian Alex Jones, battling the globalists, COVID misinformation, anti-vax, anti-trans. We're being controlled by cashless cities for the Armageddon. I'm sure you know the drill. So I spent $800 on the domain name theylied.co. A one-letter typo, hoping that somebody would accidentally land on my page while searching for theylied.ca. So I set up my site. They lied. Down with bad posture. And as a result, you can very easily herniate a disc in your spine. Don't trust doctors who don't encourage great lying posture. Because I spent the last 6 months recovering from a herniated disc, I thought this was a bit more pressing of an issue than the globalists and cashless businesses and transing the youth. After my website was all set up, I went out to plaster the city with some guerrilla advertisement. Luckily, theylied.ca provided a blueprint of sorts on how they spread their guerrilla marketing, aka littering. Use sidewalk chalk to write theylied.ca on smooth concrete surfaces. Place a theylied.ca sticker on your car bumper or window. Place theylied.ca stickers on public infrastructure, such as street lamp posts, community bulletin boards, public bathroom stall doors, facing the sitting captive audience, of course, bridge railings, etc. Create a theylied.ca banner and place it on your building, fence, or front yard, especially useful in high vehicular traffic areas. I realized the more that I vandalized the city, the more traffic I was getting to my site. The plan was working, slowly, like a koala escaping a fire. 5 visitors, 25 visitors, 50 visitors, 75 visitors. You heard that right. 0.003% of Toronto's population had now seen my very important website. Sorry, side note. I took a little detour to make a 3D render of what 75 naked Amish men would look like, so here's that. Okay, back to the video. Based on internet traffic estimates, I was not trailing too far behind theylied.ca. Soon, we were gonna be like peers. 2 sides of the same coin. Only my side has less spelling mistakes. Festoon yourself. Yourself is actually one word, but no worries. Small to medium business are an integral part of keeping your local economy. Business should be plural, pixelotted, lifetime one word, vaccine injury, herself and her daughter. You get the idea. If it can be destroyed by the truth, it deserves to be destroyed by the truth. Quote, Carl Sagan. It may just be mean at this point, but that's also not a Carl Sagan quote. It took me like 8 seconds to confirm that, but I have a feeling these people are doing their own research, if you know what I mean. Despite my web traffic numbers, it still seemed like people were preoccupied with theylied.ca. One Redditor complained about all the theylied.ca graffiti, and this was the MTO's official response. Quote, signs are only illegal insofar as they don't have a permit from the MTO, so police aren't going to take them down without direction from the MTO. But if there's no construction on that section at the moment, and nobody has identified it as a safety risk, then they're not going to prioritize it. You heard that right. You can deface any Canadian highway as long as it's not currently under construction or a safety risk. I would also say that causing people to not get their children vaccinated is a safety risk, but let's let bygones be bygones. At this point, I was running low on my theylied.co stickers, so I figured that I would reorder another batch from Vistaprint. But while I was ordering, I noticed something at the bottom of the page. A Simpress company, who is a Dutch conglomerate funded by BlackRock. So in the end, they did lie.